Okay guys, what we're going to be doing here today is to draw this money box. We are going to be introducing the oblique drawing, which essentially means to have a horizontal base and then the side view will be inclined 45 degrees. This is the front view, this is the side view, and that's the top view, representing the 3 dimensions of any object. So we're going to be using a money box to introduce our oblique drawing, which is the learning intention today, to develop those skills required to draw any oblique drawing. In this case, we're using a very basic drawing to develop those foundational skills. So let's start with drawing our border, our title border. So we know that we had to do that by using our T-square, and we have our T-square very well aligned to the drawing board, and we start with the first line. First line, we make sure that is reasonably distant from the vase. Now, if we actually look to our previous drawing, our previous sample that we have for drawing a border, it was something like this. And this, we had the coffee table, and we had this 5 millimeters from the first horizontal line for the ticks. Then we had another 5 millimeters separation and another 5 for the top. So it's 5, 5, 5, and that's what we're going to be using. And then we start drawing at least 20 millimeters from the border of the title. So first let's draw our title bar, and as we had to remember is 5, 5, 5. So I use my 45 degrees ruler. I make sure that it's already aligned properly with the T-square, as I said before, and then mark my first 5 here. So I had there my first mark, and I had another 5 from there, and another 5 from there, and a final 5. Essentially 4 5s. So now I do my first line very strong, make sure that it's very strong. Then I do my second one. My second one will be a little bit lighter. Okay, do my second one a little bit lighter, and then I do my third one for the borders of the letters, very light too, just to guide me. And then finally the last border of the title. Okay, that's what it is. And now, according to my drawing, I had to write here money box. Notice that there is no specific distance that we had applied here. There's no specific distance. We are going to approximate it. If this is 90, then this must be approximately 60. Given that this is 30, yeah, about 60. So I take this, I mark there my 60, and there I'm going to start drawing there my lettering for money box. So notice, go there. You can either do it by hand or do it by the ruler if you prefer. So sometimes at the beginning it's probably okay to use the ruler. So notice a combination perhaps. We have the money box, and don't forget you have your lettering guide, which guides you how to draw these letters in the perfect way. So money box, that's what we got to be doing here. Notice how I follow the sequence that is allowed here. Money box. Notice always the horizontal lines, the vertical lines first. Money box. Notice how it is done for the N, for the E, for the Y. Keeping the proportion correct. And the space between the letters. Now notice we have to leave a space here between money and box. Sometimes it's good to perhaps to give two spaces to make it really obvious that it is two separate words. It also looks tidy. Of course it depends in the amount of letters that you have. Okay, that it is money box. Then you have to write your name there, and then you also have to write the number. What number of drawing is this? So this is money box. We can even write the period too. Perhaps we can say what day is today. Today is the 6th of May, so we write 6. That will give us good practice for the lettering writing. 6th of May. (2019). Okay, and now you can write your name, maybe perhaps just in abbreviation form, or you may want to do it between these two, whatever is suitable. I will tend to do between these two, so it becomes obvious, and you perhaps you make a line, and you just line. You may want just to write your initials and of course your surname. For me, I'm just writing Mr. Briones. Notice I can also use my teacher code. Okay, Mr. Briones. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing is writing the number. What drawing number is this? Number 1. Only one drawing we're going to be doing today. And then we start measuring. Notice here now we have 30 centimeters. We start measuring from here. 30 centimeters is the first line of the box. The base of the box is 30 centimeters from there. So I'm going to mark that distance first. So I have the 30 centimeters from the base. Notice I must use my square line just to make sure that I am perfectly aligned. See, that's the way it should be done. So I have 30 centimeters, so I do my first mark. And then I have my 100 millimeters to draw for the frontal side. 100. I measure that from there. Then I have 100. Notice this, in this case, apparently it's done to scale, so that's good. So it's 1 to 1, so we should come exactly with a drawing like that. Now I start my oblique view. This is 45 degrees angle, and this is 45 degrees angle. This inclination is 45 degrees, and this is 70 centimeters. So I use my 45 degree ruler, just draw something very light, and then I do my 70 centimeters. Smart. I always remember, I always using my T-square as a base there. Yeah? It's very clear. Okay, notice that's a 45 degree angle. Now finally, I start completing the front view just by completing my rectangle, which is 100 by 60. So I get my 60 drawn here. There it is. Now, when I'm there, I'm also completing the other. Notice you can move your T-square in a suitable way so that you can actually move and measure things in a comfortable way. There it is, completing my front view. Okay, so that is the front view completed. So maybe we can have a little bit closer. Hopefully you're able to see that. Now the next one is to complete the side view. The side view, because it's a front, it's a parallelogram on the side, so it should also be 70. The easiest way to do is to complete my 60 in the other side and then just join it. Then 60 here. And now my 45 degree angle. And that is completed on the side. Now I do the same on the other side, and then I will make this the little hole or the money box at the end. Always let your horizontal lines go first, because in that way you can easily join the points. Using the 45 degree rule. There you are. There we complete it. And now what I do is I'm going to locate the hole. Now to locate the hole, I measure 30 in the parallelogram in the top view, and then 30 on the horizontal. So in that way I'm locating this coordinate. Okay? So again, 30 here and 30 here to locate this point. Always use my horizontal T-square and then my oblique 45, and that should allow me to complete. And then I located now the initial coordinate on the hole. Then I know that the hole is 40 millimeters long. So then I apply that measurement to here. So I do the guide and then my 40. There's the first rear of it. Now, finally, to conclude the exercise, I complete the width of the money hole, which is about 10 millimeters. Quickly and simple. Always my horizontal lines first, because that's the easiest way of keeping my proportions, so that I have my money box completed. That's it. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll try next class, so it shouldn't take you too long. Thank you. I'll just give you a quick view of what the finished one should be, and it should be like that. Okay, see you next time.